Okay, Faith, in Troth, there's the positive constructive, the negative constructive, the negative destructive, and the positive destructive. Now, the positive constructive is outright love, which obviously represents the heart. And then the negative constructive is the balance, which is the clubs. And the negative destructive is outright evil, which is the spade. And then the positive destructive is the diamond that cuts. Now, the positive destructive is the wolf in sheep's clothing. And again, the negative destructive is outright evil. And the negative constructive is like you have bad breath, correction and love. And then, of course, love. All right? And then we have duplication, balance, and circulation. Okay? Now, I'm thinking that balance should be like the scale, and duplication should be like together like a mirror of each other. And then circulation should be like a flow with an arrow or something. 5 is a number of grace. 6 is the number of man. 7 is the number of maturity, completion, and perfection, because we're born immature and we become mature to completion in our gift and perfection in our gift. Like an apprentice becomes a journeyman, then gets kicked out to perfect his trade. And as he does that, he has new beginnings and the repetition of the 9. The 10 represents the 1, which is discovery. The Jack represents Jesus, who is the balance, because, the duplication, because the Jack represents 11, which is the duplication of man in the family of the Ruach HaKodesh, who is God's wife, which represents balance, and the King, the Creator, Yahweh, who represents circulation, because without him nothing circulates, nothing lives. So I'm looking to create an artistic representation of this. Now, the cards are not to tell the future or any of those kinds of things. It's to play solitaire with the cards for a couple of reasons at this point. Now, it may become more, but at this point, it really is just to get to internalize discovery, duplication, balance, circulation, the neutrality of the flesh, which is grace, which is water, which is fire, which is air, and then the neutrality of the spirit, which is grace, fire, water, and air. And then the number of man is 6. The number of maturity, completion, and perfection is 7. 8 is new beginnings, and 9 is repetition. You turn a 9 upside down, it's a 6, because man's day starts over every day. And that is just the basics of Troth. Troth means the revelation of the hands, and it also means, because it's actually a word, it means marriage, fidelity, trust, and loyalty, which is all that God is to us. And so when you come to a place where you have to pick, say, a 6 or a 6 to go on a 7 because it's got cards under it, you sit in the presence of those two numbers and wait, actively listening, actively watching, actively waiting to know which one intuitively to pick. Because what we're looking for in Troth is the ability to intuitively live in the presence of God, knowing which way to go, which comes with practice. And obviously, the more you practice it, the better you become at it. And that is the basic overview of Troth.